Now that we've defeated the Creator, there should be fewer dead bodies blocking the way through the sewers.
Do you think we should go back now?
By the time we get there, the way through will be clear. We should be able to make it to the Prince's body.
Let's not lose any more time. Let's go.
After you. Take the stone. You don't touch it very much. This stone is very special. I have to do a ritual in order to liberate it. But we can't do it here. And so goes Prince Arundel, fifth of that name.
He died fighting for his people and for Vertial. Now it's your turn to take on that responsibility.
Given what remains, he's made a fine king of me, seated on an iceberg and reigning over corpses.
If we manage to beat the Ice Lords, you'll have to rebuild all of this. At least those who remain have a guide, Your Majesty. Relmar, you got a minute?
Yes?
I have a few questions I need to ask you. Let's change the subject. Let's move on. Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Anything new on the World Heart?
I think I just discovered something really interesting.
Tell me.
From what I've read, the World Heart is not in Vertial. Well, not really. It exists in a sort of other world next, and it's...
And can...
No, and it's...
I need your help. Come with me.
If you want.
You took out that Watcher. Good stuff. Were you able to bring back any of the freeborn blades she captured?
I got there too late. They were all... dead.
Fucking concubines. I was hoping you'd do better than me, but at least you got her, and you're still here.
And I'm not leaving until we've killed them all. Right down to Black Frost in person. Later.
Hello, Vulcan.
Let me see what you've made this time.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
Can I have a look at your stock? Okay, this is the moment where I politely suggest you tuck your tail between all those legs. Run away and let us pass without looking back.
And what reason could I possibly have for doing you a favor like that, little being?
Well, to save your ass, pretty much. You must have sensed that your time was near when I dusted your sisters.
They were never my sisters, insolent one, and you have accomplished nothing. My daughters are inferior to me in every way, as are you.
Ah, motherly love. I never got it. Basically, I'm making this offer to you out of principle, but I'm really hoping you're going to make me rip you a third one in battle. Those other two are for pooping, right?
So be it. It will be my pleasure to grant you your last request.
How fascinating. You are about to actually penetrate the realm of Lord Blackfrost. But do not fool yourself. You did not win your passage alone. It was the evil Lord himself who opened the way inside.
He's testing me.
Yes, and it would appear he now knows what to expect. This should be one of the most fascinating confrontations of the last several thousand years. I simply cannot wait to see the outcome.
Yeah? Well, I can't wait to get it over with. you know what's at the top of those steps?
But of course, my great age has not left me blind. It is the palace of Lord Blackfrost. At least that's what they call it now. Until quite recently, by my standards, it was named after its architect. A certain Kubler? Bakul? I can't remember for the moment, but in any case. This architect created the palace for the elves a couple of thousand years ago. I suspect he'd be most upset to see what they've done with the place. This Blackfrost fellow tore down one end of the building to build his home, and the rest of it is hanging over into the astral plane. Bulkarel! That was his name. This was Bulkarel Palace.
Is it dangerous?
Dangerous? Well, for mortals, obviously. But since it's been a few hundred years since I set foot in the astral plane, I suppose it could be an interesting distraction.
We're just a stairway away from Blackfrost.
We'll finally make him pay for his crimes. I can't wait to see him in the flesh and watch him die.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you. But now we are on his territory. Don't let your hatred blind you. I need you to be ready for anything up there.
Have no fear. I'll keep my eyes open before I open his throat. Tell me when you're ready to leave.
Blackfrost's palace is at the top of these steps. It may get a little hairy. Are you sure you want to come?
Of course I do. Stop babying me. You will need all of us, including me.
Any idea what's waiting for us up there?
I can't be certain. Very few people who have entered the palace of an Ice Lord have ever escaped to talk about it. But I did hear a story about a man who claimed to have escaped from the palace of the Ice Duchess. He said the palace was not even in Vertial, that it floated in a limbo somewhere outside the world. That's probably why he traveled more than 1,000 leagues between escaping the palace and reaching safe ground. Yet only 2 days had passed.
And you think his story can be trusted?
It sounded true. And if it is, then it's possible that we won't be able to come back once we've climbed these stairs.
We're finally going to meet an Ice Lord. How do you feel? Scared? Excited?
A little of both, surely. It's so incredible. I would love to be able to interrogate him, to understand his motivations, what drove him to reduce our world to a pile of ice.
I'm sure he'll tell you all about it.
I know there's little chance of that, but still, I would really like to be able to understand what drives someone to become a monster.
Let's just try and beat this monster. As for the rest of it...
I'm ready. Just say the word.
We're here. Blackfrost is somewhere at the top of those stairs.
To face an Ice Lord. A fitting end to the journey the Knight has taken through this war. At the moment, the Knight has no hint of doubt in the extraordinary abilities of his friend. If he uses them wisely, he will surely be victorious.
Thank you for your support.
As soon as his friend gives the sign, the Knight will fight with all his heart.
I have a few questions I need to ask you. Let's change the subject. I'll leave you. Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
We need to talk about your combat style.
What do you want me to do?
I know you want to help me, but you gotta stay alive to do that. Think of defending yourself a little.
You're right. I will try to be more careful.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
The mercenary salutes you, Knight. Randall, I need you. Come with me.
The Knight is proud to be of service.
Mithras, do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all...
I'm gonna need your experience, Mithras. Come with me.
At last! I was starting to get a little bored.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I need your help. Come with me.
If you want.